Good evening on this snowy and chilly night. Welcome back to another edition of SCTV3. I'm Sam Reed.
And I'm Bri Hill. Here are tonight's top stories.
Yesterday at 12 p.m., Doug Clark, a familiar name and perhaps face, spoke in the student union. Some of you may be wondering just who that is. Well, Doug Clark grew up here locally and took a great interest in baseball. After being called up to the major leagues in 2005 by the San Francisco Giants, after an injury spot had opened up, he continued to take on his dream of playing baseball. The numerous countries, including the Caribbean, where his team has previously won the Caribbean Series this year. Clark spoke in the student union yesterday, and students, teachers, and alum were truly amazed and inspired by his innings of life and going after his dream.
You drink it, you swim in it, you survive on it. It's time you knew the truth about it. That's right, Monday night in the Fuller Arts Center, all students were welcome to attend the award-winning director Jessica Yu's movie, Last Call at the Oasis. The movie was an eye-opening, real-life scenario stating facts about the effects of global warming that will have on the world if we don't act fast. Art on campus is growing. A new feature artist, Julie Gerwin, who's displayed her artwork this past week in the William Blake Gallery. Here's a look at her work on campus.
Springfield College and the William Blake Gallery welcomes artist Julie Gerwin with her group of paintings titled Holding.
Think of it like a painting, but this one is called like titling a painting. This one is titled Holding, and I think that kind of relates to a feeling of restraint that I think permeates some of the paintings.
Okay. Gerwin is a professor at Roger Williams University and teaches at the Rhode Island School of Design, but her artwork will stay here at SC until March 28th.
The idea of painting students being able to come in and maybe learn something or ask questions about a process that they're involved in, or and if they were able to glean something from it, then that's great. Inspiration is cumulative, so it can begin with a visual inspiration, maybe an object or a color or an environment that touches me, and then it starts rolling like a snowball and collects with dreams and things people say and other artwork a lot of the time.
Right. From SCTV3, this has been Megan Zimbler.
And lately, I've been feeling old and will be graduating in May, but Ange Haley, an employee of Springfield College and an employee of the union, will be celebrating her 90th birthday here on campus this week. And congratulations to her in her 37th year at Springfield College. As a native of Springfield, Massachusetts, Ange still lives in the same house that she once grew up in. The friendly smile of Ange can brighten up a person's day here on campus, and we are certainly thankful to have someone like that here at SC.
It's coming close to that time of year again when students and people attending spring break start to panic about their body, whether they feel too big, too small, too pale, etc. Well, Springfield College this past week was dedicated to Love Your Body. Our campus's main goal was for everyone to feel comfortable in their own skin. Many different programs and exercise classes were held in the Wellness Center about eating, working out, and just staying healthy all around, as well as lectures about loving your own body and eating disorders. The purpose was for everyone to feel welcome at these meetings and walking around campus.
And speaking of spring break in Bodies, Florida, the ever-popular spring break resort has attracted some extra visitors this year. Thousands of blacktip and spinner sharks are on their annual migration up north. Officials in Broward and Palm Beach counties on Florida's southeast coast have closed several beaches to swimmers as a precaution, although marine biologists say that there is little risk to humans. However, researchers at Florida Atlantic University say that they have counted 15,000 sharks. Most of them were seen less than 200 yards away from the shore. The sharks have been described, as I previously stated, blacktip and spinner sharks, and the beaches are closed until further notice. So when you're on spring break, make sure to take precaution.
The Vagina Monologues are back at it again, and for its 7th straight year. In case you haven't attended one here on campus before, the monologues express different feminine experiences in the sexual world. Good, bad, funny, sad, and eye-opening. The iconic t-shirts in previous years, which have read Vagina Accepted Everywhere, Vagina I'm Lovin' It, and etc., will be on sale for the rest of the week. The shirts this year read Vagina Built Tough, similar to that of the Ford truck advertisement. The actual monologue will be taking place in Judd Gymnasium tonight, March 7th, tomorrow the 8th, and Sunday the 9th at 7 p.m. Go out and show your support to the 48 Springfield College students who are participating in this event.
And previously, speaking of your body, how to protect it from harm. SC has had a self-defense course, and we went inside the head of how a person, particularly a woman, would protect herself in a harmful circumstance. Here's the self-defense video.
This afternoon from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., Sergeant Kelly Cornet hosted a rape defense class for women. Along with the officers on hand, Cornet taught the class how to properly defend themselves in real-life situations.
This is the RAD program. It's a Rape Aggression Defense program. It's a self-defense program for women. We teach basic, advanced, keychain, and aerosol. We also teach the Later in Learning Life program for their senior citizens. And we also teach RAD Kids, where we teach kids from the ages 2.5 up to the age of 12.
Towards the end of the class, a brave officer suited up in his gear to see how the class would approach a dangerous situation. With Cornet teaching the right techniques, the ladies showed that the class was a success. The attacker didn't stand a chance in the practice situations.
Making sure that they feel comfortable and that they're able to do something. A lot of people feel that in a life or death situation they're just going to freeze up, cry, and what have you. These ladies feel more empowered. They know different techniques to use. Granted, they learned a lot of techniques today. It doesn't mean they're going to use every single one, but the ones that they do feel comfortable with, they'll sit there and use.
This is a great program to have to make Springfield College students aware of the situations they could be in. I'm Greg Fitzpatrick, and have a good rest of your day.
A casino is to be built here in Springfield soon. Mohegan Sun, not Foxwoods, is adding as much as $175 million in amenities to the proposal of the building to build a casino in Springfield. Mitchell Adis cited fierce competition to win Western Massachusetts' lone casino license. He wouldn't give specifics about the enhancements he plans, but now $775 million proposal for Palmer, saying that he didn't want to tip off rival companies. But he told more than 200 residents at a public forum last night that they have to realize it's a competition. He said residents would get details well before the planned referendum on the project later this year. Mohegan Sun wants to build a luxury hotel, resort, and gambling facility on 152 acres. The proposal is one of 4 contenders for the lone Western Massachusetts casino gambling license.
And it's time to take a look at Inside the Pride, our weekly feature. Check out what I got for you this week in our athletic recap. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Pride, Springfield fans. I'm Bri Hill. It's been a very successful winter season here on campus. Not only have the men's basketball team returned to the NCAA tournament, but a total of 16 Springfield College athletes have individually qualified to compete in their respective NCAA championships. Wrestling will send 6 to the NCAAs in Iowa, while the swimming and diving program will have 8 athletes compete in Texas in just 2 weeks. In addition, this weekend, 2 members of the women's track and field team will head to Naperville, Illinois to represent Springfield College in the national scene.
It's actually really exciting. It's something I've been working towards now for the past couple of years, and I finally accomplished it. And to be able to go with Gabby is going to be great because I have another teammate there with me to support me and for me to support her, and it's just, I'm super excited.
Despite battling a repeated hamstring injury for most of her season, Amanda will be making her first appearance in the NCAAs competing in the women's triple jump.
It was tough battling the injuries because it's something I've dealt with for the past couple of years now, and I'm just really happy that I finally worked hard enough and was able to be as successful as I was, even with the injuries that I faced.
I think that she's a hard worker. Chris Flynn, my assistant coach, my grad assistant, has really done a great job with her. in getting her together for meets and for championships, and the best is yet to come.
After running cross country this past fall, junior Gabby Gaudreau has transitioned from a sprinter to mid-distance and will also be making her first appearance in nationals, competing in the 800-meter run.
She did an outstanding job in cross country and got that base, that strength that she really needed. So she was a lot stronger, she was a lot faster, and then we just had to put it all together.
It's been a fun transition. I mean, I've always liked distance running. I've been primarily a sprinter, but I've always liked distance running. So going into cross country, I kind of knew what to expect, but I kind of didn't. It's definitely helped. You know, a lot of people kind of are like, oh, long distance running, you're going to be slow, you're not going to be a sprinter anymore, and that's not true at all. I've gotten nothing but stronger from cross country, so it's definitely helped a lot. I'm glad I did it.
You're always, as a coach, very happy when individuals reach the pinnacle of what they're striving to reach for during the course of the year. The two of them have done an outstanding job. You know, we're just honored that they have that ability to be able to get there.
On Thursday, March 14th, the Springfield College football program will be doing its part to try and help save a life as it participates in the Be the Match Marrow Drive program.
Villanova contacted us and asked us to be a participant in the Be the Match program. I think it says a lot about the type of kid that we get that, you know, sees a big picture here where there's more, you know, there's more about what we do here than just focus on ourselves.
The event, Be the Match, really means a lot to me and the Springfield community. As a student athlete at Springfield College, giving back to the community is really important. You know, that's why one of the reasons I came here. You know, as a football program, you know, we you know, preach family. It means a lot to me and the guys on the team to you know, give back, you know, to be the match. Every one of our players knows someone that is a cancer victim, and so it was really an easy tie-in for the players and an easy cause for the players to get involved with, because they all know someone that you know, they can potentially help through this program.
Senior wide receiver Phil Byer donated last spring and recently found out that he was a match and has been cleared to donate marrow.
So the whole team now knows that Phil was selected, and so it just kind of makes it a little bit more real for everybody that if you do go through this, if you do go into the donor bank, you can actually help someone. We didn't really think it would happen to us, but then all of a sudden coaches told us, hey, you know, Phil Byer's a match, so it's really cool to think that, you know, this whole process really works. There's more than just playing football, okay? There's more obligations than just playing football. There's certainly greater causes, and I think it's part of the total education of the player, and it shows also that the player is willing to give back.
Just 2 teams are at home this weekend, as the men's volleyball team will host the Springfield Invitational on Friday, taking on Mount Ida, Baruch, and Hunter. The women's lacrosse team will also play at home, hosting Roger Williams on Sunday. The spring seasons are right around the corner, and next week we'll be previewing several of the teams that are heading south for spring break. For Inside the Pride, I'm Bri Hill. Thanks for watching. And now we're going to send it over to Candace with our weather.